think that I love you. Okay, wait, don't click off. One of the biggest topics of discussion in this generation is the concept of love. But what is love? Well, by definition, love is an intense feeling of affection for something or someone. In today's case, we'll be talking about love amongst people. Nowadays, most people that you ask about love would default to saying, oh, it doesn't exist, fuck love yourself, or even, we don't love these. You can fill in the blank. Heck, we even hear that, oh, I want that 90s type of love, like people weren't getting cheated on back then. Hearing that phrase makes me think of the concept of love must have changed, and if it did, how so? Are we lying about love? Are we right? Is it actually worthless? Should we listen to the crowd and turn our back on love? Heck, I don't know. I'm just a guy with a microphone. But I figured the only way I can get to a conclusion is if I ask the world.
Do you believe in love?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
personally do, yeah.
Okay, well, what is love to you before I even get into your...
It's a great question.
And I'm not talking about like, oh, I love my car. I'm
Right.
talking about romantically.
Yeah, romantically, like what is love?
Yeah.
I would just say like commitment, like determination and fully committing to
Okay.
one person only.
You think so? So you think you can't be in love with multiple people?
Absolutely not. No,
No.
I think for sure. I remember back in in history, that's for sure a thing. Roman empires and stuff having multiple wives, but I think nowadays, the past 200 years, it's always been with one wife and one person only.
What does love look like to the both of you?
I think love, something that I don't know if it's something that you can share with another human, but like to me, the only like everlasting eternal love is the love of God.
Amen.
With someone else, that looks like just treating them how God would want. Like love is patient, love is kind, and that's how God says to treat your spouse. I don't know if any of y'all are religious, but to me
This
that's
is a Christian channel.
that's what love is what the Bible defines. It's patient, it's kind, it doesn't envy or boast, it believes in all things.
Do you believe in love?
I do.
Okay, why?
My parents, they've been together for since I was born, so I'm assuming it's 40 or 50 years.
Okay.
But they love each other, and they taught me that love is real.
So you know it from like an outside perspective,
Yeah.
kind of seeing it. So what is that like? Because we didn't get an answer like that. Like, what is
Oh,
it like
really?
seeing love growing up, and how does that affect love for you?
It just shows that it's definitely out there, and that it exists. So when you meet the right person, you know how you should be treated because you've seen it growing up.
Right, you know it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of gives you hope because a lot of people probably never experience love or have good examples, so they think it's just lost. I think it's just not a...
Yeah, exactly.
I do because of my parents,
Okay.
but I didn't meet a boy that I don't know how to say it. I think nowadays
Uh-huh.
people don't believe in love, so the love today it's different
It's different.
as it was.
You think it's worse now?
Yeah,
Okay, why do you think that? Like, what does it look like now?
because they think their relationships they're not that serious.
Right, they don't
Like,
care.
Yeah, everybody cheats and it's normal now.
Right, but do you think that's love then? For everyone to be like cheating, everybody to do this, do that? You think they really...
It's a normal now. I don't think that's love though.
No, I don't think so either. I think everyone's just faking it, thinking they're in love, and then as soon as it doesn't feel good, they leave or they do. But I think real love lasts. You know what I mean? You have to go through those things.
Yeah.
Where are you from? I see you have a little bit of a...
I'm from Peru.
From Peru?
Yes.
Did you live there, like, growing
I
up?
live there.
Okay, do you think it's different? Love back there was different than it is here?
There, not really.
No, it's the same thing.
Like, it's about the generation,
Okay.
not the country.
Oh, so you think it's just society now?
Yeah, now society.
Why do you think society is like that now?
Social media,
Yeah.
they make so normal cheating. Like, I joke.
They normalize it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Then everybody does it because it's like it's so normal. They don't think anything of
And
it.
They feel like better when they do it. Like I can have a bunch of girls, a bunch of guys.
Right.
So I'm better like
And
that.
when that's just a shallow lifestyle, you're gonna burn yourself. Are you guys married?
We are, yes, we are.
Alrighty. Well, the question we have today is, do you believe in love? And considering that you're married, I'm sure that's a sure yes.
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 Okay.
We believe in love. Yeah.
How long have you guys been married for?
So we've been married for 16 years.
Mm-hmm. How long have you known each other?
17.
Oh,
years.
okay. So you didn't
Yeah,
you didn't waste
18 years. Yeah, no, it wasn't that long.
you didn't waste time.
Didn't waste
Okay.
any time, nope.
Okay. So considering what makes you believe in love, because you didn't know her your whole life. So what made you believe that love was a thing, like it existed?
That's a hard question. That's so hard to describe. I mean, I knew I wanted to marry her on the second date. So
On the second date.
on the second date, yep.
So what happened on the second date where you're like, yeah, this is it? Nothing.
Nothing happened. It wasn't any big spectacular day. It was just
You just had a feeling.
I knew. Yeah, I knew. I was single long enough that I realized.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I knew that quickly. We both are blessed to have parents that have been married for a very long time,
Mhm.
and so I think it's easier to believe in love when you've watched it be lived out in front of you your entire lives. We were also a little bit older, I guess, at the time when we met, and so we both were in our careers and working, and so we were, I think, just ready to be, to move on to that
To the
next
next step,
phase of
yeah.
our lives. We sort of knew what we were looking for in a spouse, and so it, when all of those things clicked together, it made it a little bit easier for us to say.
Yeah.
What does true love look like to you?
Well, maybe both parts showing their feelings, because now anyone does it.
Everyone's nonchalant.
No, and about showing their feelings though.
Yeah, they just don't. They don't want to show it.
They don't want to show the part of them because they're
It's vulnerable.
Yeah, they're
Vulnerable.
scary because they can be hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So they hide it and try to look always cool and
Right.
nonchalant. And that's
The nonchalant. Which I'm glad you said that, because my opinion, and it might be a hot take, but I feel like in order to truly be in love with somebody, you have to be willing to accept that they can hurt you and hope that they don't.
yeah.
Because if you don't let them or give them the opportunity to, then you're not really in the relationship. That's how I feel. If you're
Yeah.
trying to protect your feelings all the time, then you're not living.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really living with the person. You're kind of on defense. Whereas if you open up, you tell this person, whoever it may be, this certain thing about yourself, that if they use it against you, it will hurt you, but you love them enough to trust them not to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's true love for
It's
me.
trust in the other person.
Absolutely.
Because nowadays also is normal the love bombing. Do you hear about that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I hate that because it's playing with someone's feelings.
Right. But
Why would you do that?
people do that. They play games. They love bomb because they try to get you. It's like a trap. It's like,
It's trying. I think it's about ego. Like
Uh-huh.
I can't make you fall in love with me,
Mhm.
but I don't want a relationship with you.
right, I want
I'm
to do
just playing.
everything else, but I don't want to take it as serious. So why do you think people run from love? Like, why do you think they do the games, the ego? Why do you think that is?
Because they want to show themselves they can do it.
That is possible. It's like a.
That, I can have anyone that I want.
Mhm. And do you think ego is getting in the way of love?
Of course.
Of course.
Totally.
Okay. Because I don't want to reopen wounds, but what was like? How did you know you were in love? Or
I'd say, I don't know, it just happens. You're in the moment,
okay.
and you're just like, yeah, I love that person.
So
Yeah.
when is that like that switch? Is it something they do, or is it just a moment and you just now you're in love?
I think
Because you don't love everybody.
depending, it kind of either grows over time or you know right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And I've seen, like, I had 3 sisters, and they've all been in and out of love, and we all say that it either happens right away or you grow in love.
okay. Since they've been
I've seen both.
since you said it, they've been in and out of love. Do you think it was really love because it didn't work?
I think there's always a person that God gives you in your life for the right moment.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it was like
that
a
makes
season.
sense.
Yes. You think there's somebody for everybody. You think everybody
Yeah.
has somebody in the world. Why do you? I feel like that's just a little wishful thinking. Like personally, I think some people are meant to be single and meant to not experience. I think everybody deserves it.
Everyone does experience love, but love also comes in different forms. Like, it doesn't always just mean like a partner. It could be your parent, your friends.
Mm-hmm. Because
Yeah.
I feel like everybody deserves love, but I don't think
Yeah.
everybody is going to get it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, everybody should have loving family. Everyone should be in a relationship. Everybody wants to be married, but I don't think
Yeah.
everybody deserves
No.
or everybody needs to be.
Yeah, not everyone needs to be. I do agree with you in that.
Okay,
Yeah.
real for everybody. Some people
Yeah.
just get the short end of the stick. I've been in and out of love a couple times in my life. I'm not that old, but I've had my love life is pretty extensive. But I will say that afterwards, I was like, did I even love this person if it didn't work? So I kind of struggle with that. Like, Was I in love? Was I ever in love for it to
Yeah.
for it to fall out? So do you think like after the fallout, you think love was happening, or you think it was just accepting each other for what it was?
I think love was happening.
Okay.
And I don't know, you go in and out of love, but I also think like people come in your life for a reason and they go for a reason.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're
And
more.
I also believe like love is also like loving your friends and family.
Do you believe in soulmates? Do you think there?
Yes.
You think there's one person designed specifically for you?
Yes.
You agree? Why do you believe that?
I don't know, because I'm a girl.
Have you ever been in love, or are you in love currently?
Yeah, I'd say I was.
You were?
I was at one point, yeah.
And how did you know it was love and not just I really like this person? Like what's what was different?
I don't know. I think the main thing for me was I didn't want anybody else at that time.
Okay.
I didn't see any other women as anything romantically, anything sexually.
Nothing.
I just,
She was the one
she,
that.
yeah, she just felt so like real.
Like, do you think everybody has a person out there that's for them? Because I don't think so. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think
yeah,
everybody.
I agree. I don't think everybody. Yeah, I really don't think everybody has a true love in everybody's lives.
Okay.
I think that's just differently based on what God has in store for them.
Just because it's like I felt love and I fell out of love with people.
Right. Exactly.
So do you think if you fall out of love with someone, do you think it was ever really love?
I guess. I think so. I think it would still be considered love.
Yeah.
I think especially if you've been with that person for how many years, you've devoted your time for them, you devoted your effort, your money. I think that is love. I think that's always good to, consider that. And when you fall out of that, I don't think all that was just a waste of time. I don't think all that was just a mistake by God or
Me neither.
Yeah, exactly.
I think because some people have that argument was like, well, if it was love, we wouldn't have
Exactly.
broken up. But it's like people change, and that doesn't mean you don't love them. It's just things happen.
100%.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
that takes you away. And I feel like the way you can fall in love, you can fall out of love of things. Like
Exactly.
the things I used to love, I don't love anymore.
Exactly,
People I
yeah.
used to love, I don't love them anymore.
Right,
And I found new
exactly.
people to love. How does God's love affect your love for other people?
Just the way he loves me and takes care of me just allows me to just outpour his love onto others.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hey, man, I think for me, because I'm also in my faith, and I feel like I try to love more because the God loves me. So it's like you'll never catch up, but I try to get close. You know what I mean? Like I'll never be able to love someone like God loves me, but I want to show as much love as I could.
There's such a loving God, and that looks like, no violence. Like this is a very peaceful religion, and
Amen.
God is so good. But He does allow things to happen in our life that we don't expect, and that can be hurtful and really hard. But I think it is because He loves us.
I feel like being in my faith, they kind of I hate to say it, but weeds out the weak. Like
Yeah.
It should.
once it doesn't align certain ways, like I can't even date someone who doesn't believe in what I believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't believe in God the way I do, it's just like it's not going to work out because there's going to be a conflict of interest.
Right.
But to kind of speak on the godly aspect, do you think God designed someone for everybody?
I don't think that God picked someone for everyone. I do think that couples are going to fight and it's not going to look perfect. I think people think that love is when people never fight and it has to look great and they have to always be happy. But the truth is, like, you find that love when it gets hard and then you can work through those things together. That's what true love is, I think, when you can go through all those battles and still be together. But you can't do that if you don't have God.
Right. There's no foundation.
Right, that is the foundation for love. So that's why we sat down. That's what's important. That's the message I feel like we should share.
Do you guys believe in like soulmates? Like, do you think this was the perfect person like created for me, or do you believe in compatibility? Do you think you work well together?
I think it's a combination of the two.
Okay.
Because, I think it requires work. To say that you found your one true love and that's going to be that everything is just going to work after that thing. It requires work.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. So I think one of the things that makes our marriage work and has sustained us is that we both are Christians. And so we have a strong foundation in our faith and in God. And that has allowed us to build our relationship on something that is strong. and it gives us a framework by which we are going to solve problems, and we're going to, work together as a team, and how we're going to approach that problem solving area. But I think it's the idea that you're committed to. You asked about soulmates, and I would say I think we believe that God has had brought us together. And so that, I think, knowing that and then being committed to every day waking up and choosing this person is what allows you to be able to work through the hard things.
You said something that nobody else said, that you wake up every day and choose to do this. So you think this is a conscious effort? Like, you don't just you're not just
Absolutely.
infatuated. Yeah? What makes you keep trying? Like, what makes you like, this person is worth it? When do you, like, is it something they do, or is it just a feeling you get, or is it something that you just want to do?
Well, when you start out in love, right? There's all of these feelings and emotions, and it's all very exciting. But love changes and matures, especially as you've been married for a longer period of time. And so that may be like in love, like chemical feeling that you're experiencing initially changes. I don't want to say it goes away, but maybe it does something different, right? And and so I think when people notice that, they feel, oh, I've fallen out of love with this person. But love is patient, love is kind, love is forgiving, right? Love is so much more than just a feeling, and it's a choice. And so I wake up every day and I choose Mark, and I choose the life that we have created together, and we choose to love our children, and and put each other first.
I'm sure you guys don't see eye to eye all the time, but how do you guys navigate that, the down moments?
One of the things my wife often reminds me of is that she's not my enemy. Like, we may have some disagreements and some bad times together, but in the end, she's there for me, and in the end, I'm there for her. And if you don't look at the other person as your opposition, but as a
teammate,
it's your teammate, and maybe you're just not agreeing on something.
No, love is well and alive.
Yeah.
And it's just how I'm talking to you right now. That's love, man.
Okay.
And when you meet, when I meet a couple that is just like people around here that are in love, I mean, they just shine a light, and it just makes me happy.
It's beautiful.
So it's a beautiful thing.
It's a very beautiful
thing. Peace, love, and happiness, man.
After hearing all these different perspectives and responses, it made me reflect on my stance on love. So for context, I was born on the 15th of February. For those of you who don't know, that is the day after Valentine's Day. And I think that's very poetic, as I feel like I've always been just a little too late for love. Like, love was an appointment that I was never on time for. Oftentimes, I don't show that I love somebody when I need to. With that being said, I'm someone who believes that love is the most important thing in the world, and we as humans were put on earth to love one another. But I just sometimes fall short. I realize that I do love you. And tell that special person that you love them. They might just love you back.